All right. Hey, everybody. Hopefully, you're all having a wonderful Friday. I cannot say the same for myself and Steph. We're having a week, everybody. So, before we jump in, telling tales of woe. Hey, James. Thanks for popping in. You're having a week too? Yeah, it's a thing. So, you just fixed your furnace. I mean, what? Okay, so does that mean it was cold? Is that Chelcat? Hey, Chelcat, thanks for popping in. So, Steph, I didn't tell you. Chelcat has been helping me. I've been playing, I've only played one session of Guilty Houston 2015. It's like a mystery kind of game, and
Okay.
Chelcat's been helping me in the chat.
Nice.
So, it's great. So, we got to pick another day, maybe a day you can attend to. But as I guess we're not the only ones having a week. And sorry that you had to fix your furnace there, James, because it's been cold.
Sorry, Jim. I just saw your comment.
Did you read
Sorry,
it?
the chat is.
Luckily, my hydro was low because everyone else heats my house being the middle floor. Listen, okay, hydro's expensive, especially up here in Canada, and it's been cold. So I'm sorry. I'm glad it's fixed. I'm not. I mean, I'm not happy that everyone's having a week, but I'm also kind of like feeling better because I'm not the only one.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's gonna be some sort of star misaligned somewhere. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah. It's is it a full moon? Maybe.
not even. I was looking at it. I don't know what kind
Oh,
of moon it is, but it's neither full nor new.
okay.
It's
Got you.
it's mooning.
It's mooning. Fair enough. Oh, goodness. Well, we appreciate everyone joining us. We don't have the little things on the screen today just because we're going to be talking about solo RPGs. Oh, I just realized my little picture's not round like yours.
It's mooning us. Yes. Also.
It's bothering me. Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm sorry. This is going to be a problem for me. I don't know if I can do it. Let me see. Copy. It's mooning. Hey, Benostine, thanks for joining.
Oh, Benno Good. I wasn't sure it was Benno but Steen makes more sense.
Steen? Oh, maybe I'm wrong though. I could be
No,
wrong. So I mean,
Steen.
don't
No,
listen
Steen
to
makes
me.
more sense. No, it does.
Okay, I could paste the filters, but I'm scared that this is gonna do funny things to my video. Okay, well we're gonna have to work with it. I'm sorry, I forgot the round. I told Steph, I'm like, there's one thing I'm missing. I can't think of what it is. We're gonna go live, and there it is. You've got the nice rounded corners for your video. I have the square ones because I forgot to apply the
Oh
filter.
my God.
It's gonna drive me nuts. That's okay. If everyone can get past it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the only person that noticed thus far, but I don't know, chat. Did anybody else notice the difference in corner rounding? Just
Oh, it's gonna drive me. Okay, you know what? I can't. It's a week. I refuse to give in to this week. We are here to talk about solo RPGs or RPGs, but it's gonna be mostly solo RPGs. So, hello. I saw Tangi jumped in the stream. Thank you so much for popping in. Hopefully, the title of this stream is correct because honestly, I don't think I can take any more surprises right now. So, those watching the stream, yeah, see, now you can't see it. So I shouldn't have said anything, but it was bothering me. So of course, neurospicy. I had to say it out loud. I can't use the inside voice. So, well, unfortunately, I'm still because I can't fix it. I can fix it, but I don't want to mess around with stuff.
I
Cosmic
complain,
D.
but I'm the one with the nice rounded corners.
Okay, you know what? To be fair, this is you play. I like we both play solo RPGs, but Steph definitely has been getting to them a lot faster than I have. So. Let's see. The title is there, but the most important part is at the end, which Twitch cuts off. That's okay. I can live with that. I can live with that as long as the title's right. That I can live with. Poor Steph. Why is that a flaming basket instead of a tongue out?
Because that's the kind of week we're having.
A basket fire, not a dumpster fire.
I don't know. If I were you, I'd check on the furnace just in case the universe is telling you something.
Right, exactly. Oh my god, sorry. If my eyes are red, they have been burning today. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I'm getting sick, but yeah. So if you hear me sniffly and the eyes are a bit red, yeah. I have not been crying, although this is the week that would oh gosh, Steph, don't don't hurt yourself on the stream.
I'm fine. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, so I just jumped in, everybody. So for those who don't know, I'm Mandi, and this is Stephanie, who's
I'm just dying.
Yes, please don't do that. I mean, we want you to be alive. But Stephanie's our, like, I would say, like, our resident solo RPG person. Steph has a lot of videos on the channel on YouTube because we upload her videos there. So you can check those out. She's got a lot that are there, and there was one recently, and you'll probably talk about one. I saw you hold it up earlier when we were talking that you'll mention because there's another, there's a solo RPG you're going to talk about from the same
Yes.
designer. Okay. So for those who want some more good ideas or suggestions, check out the channel on Salt and Sass Games on YouTube. This isn't a plug. It's just in case you want to see more about it. That's where you're going to find it. I don't generally do them unless it's on the podcast just because time. I'm struggling to get through the many that I have already, and I just keep buying more. So it's a problem I think as gamers potentially have.
It's just two distinct hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, and I was just telling Steph today, I just popped into one. It uses 5e rules, so like D&D rules. Those ones take longer for me because I still have to like look up rules sometimes, but I enjoyed it. Like I just was like, wow, I need to get back to this. So anyway, enough of my babbling. Hopefully people haven't left the room. Does anybody in the chat A, play RPGs, or B, play solo RPGs, or both? Maybe play both. I'd be curious. So, James, I didn't pre-order a few games. What you were talking about? What? That's okay. That's good. That you shouldn't pre-order them. But I'd be curious to know. And if people are just listening, that's cool too. We're going to go through about 5 each. Doesn't mean that we're only going to play. These are just ones that we're like, hey, these are either on the pile or new or whatever, or we're getting. We just haven't played them yet. What's up, Steph?
It's a shell cat. It's like I play a lot of RPGs, and buy solo RPGs very aspirationally. It's like this is my exact opposite. See, I buy multiplayer RPGs aspirationally, going like, surely at some point someone will play this with me.
And it never seems to happen. And the thing is, like, Steph and I can play, but sometimes I feel like it's nice to have the extra 1 or 2 people. Depending on the RPG. Like, so we're going to be doing, hopefully in the next, like, month or so, or a couple months, Yaziba's Bed and Breakfast.
Oh, yes, please.
So if y'all haven't heard about that one, like, I'm so excited because I bought it, hoping maybe I'd try it solo, even though it's not really solo, but no, it'd be nice to play with the group. So keep an eye for that. What else is in the chat there, Steph?
Rarely one at 1 or 2. I haven't found the group time to branch out from board games.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a fair problem.
Absolutely.
Type of person that has core books for a dozen system, lots of journal games, but don't really play multiplayer. See that my people are here.
It's true though. It's true.
And again, collecting game, playing game, 2 different hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And yeah, Yaziba, like I bought it because actually this is weird, but like I don't watch that many actual plays. Like I don't find them that interesting.
Sure.
Except Yaziba. I will listen to people play Yaziba while I'm driving.
Yeah.
And I just love listening to people play that game. Like it's one of those games. I'm like, I must have it. It's just
certain ones just grab you.
Yeah.
Right? So no, I totally get that. So yeah, I think we're all on the same kind of boat there with it. But yeah, the Ziba one, I was even gonna buy all the extra bits. I'm like, why? Like I'm not going to play this very often
because it's so beautiful.
But it's just so nice.
It's gorgeous. No, but I have to say that it's such a beautiful production on this. It's
yeah. And Ben Osteen saying, I think the one that I'd want to play in person would be Wander Home or Yaziba's Ben Breakfast. So we did a quick stream of Wander Home just to kind of get people familiar with it, and I really like that one. That one you can play solo.
Yes, and I do play that one solo, and it's just such a I don't know. It's cozy. It's nice. It's soft. It's a nice hug.
Yeah, which is
a fantasy hug.
Which is what we like. So, and then Yaziba's next on the list. So, hey, Ben Osteen, if you're looking at playing in person, we're going to be, or if you stream it, if you play it before we stream it, you have to let us know. But yeah, probably myself, Stephanie, Joe Sondow, which I know some of you probably know in the community, and Emma, who streamed with us. We all did My Little Pony. So,
good times.
Yes. Which was Steph ran that one, which was really nice for her to do because I know that system was a bit challenging in some parts.
The learning was more than I expected, but I mean, I had fun running it though. It was
which is good. Okay. Well, y'all came to hear about RPGs, so let's dive right in. Let me swing it over here. Bloop. All right. So, All right, Steph, you can still see all the things?
I can see all of the things.
Perfect. Okay, so you're all like, what is this on the screen? So before we jump into like our list, this one eventually probably would have been on the list, but for our purposes today, I'm going to talk about it because it's on Kickstarter right now. And majority of the ones we are talking about, I think there only one is coming to Kickstarter. I think it's one of yours, Steph, but I think everything else is available. It's called Last Sabbath, and I do have the book. So I was given a copy of the book at is it PAX? I think it was PAX Unplugged, and I just haven't had a chance to play this one yet. But it is I'm sorry, I don't want to scroll too fast because I know how that makes me nauseous when it goes too fast. So I'll try not to. I am scrolling. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. It's solo, so GM-less, rules light, which I like when I'm playing an RPG, but you can play cooperatively or solo, and it is journaling. So journaling for me is a bit of a struggle sometimes depending on the game. Like some journaling games catch me, it's really good, and then others I find stuff I'm like, oh, I find this painful. And I like writing, I just have to be in the mood, or the theme has to really grab me, and this one looked, from when he was describing it to me, it sounded good, and exactly what it says here, you're called to write the history of your coven in a shared diary, from the initiatory Sabbath to the final confrontation with a looming threat. And it takes place over 7 scenes, and then you get to record your memories, create spells, descriptions, characters, perspectives. And it's just the theme of this appeals to me, so that's probably why I'm like, ooh, this sounds really good. And I like the fact that it's not super rules heavy, unlike some of the 5e ones that I play, which are fine, but I gotta like carve out time for that. So I like the fact that this is simple. I like the theme. The book, it's not like super, like it's what you call like a zine, I guess. So like it's pretty thin. It's not too much. So I definitely think it's one I could probably, bang out. I mean, I still want to enjoy it, but it's not going to take me like 10 hours to play like some of the other ones that I have. Sorry, I'm going to try and scroll a bit. You will use the tool in this one are tarot cards. So you use a tarot deck with this one. And it's supposed to be like your divination tool. So I don't know if anybody in the chat has used tarot cards before. Like, Steph, have you used tarot cards in any of your solo RPGs?
Oh yeah, quite a few actually. But my favorite use of tarot card was Koriko. I thought Koriko did that super well.
Okay, and I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh my god! Okay, just drop the rest, Koriko, man. Like, it's so good.
Oh, yeah. So, James I pulled the upside down swords. Oh, I mean, I find upside down cards a lot of the time are not always great, but can I tell you, and I don't want this to freak people out, I've been reading like my cards and stuff, and not gonna lie, it's been really accurate. Like, ridiculously accurate. Like, of my life. It's scary. I'm like, okay, like, anyway, that's a whole other conversation, but I kid you not. And maybe I grew up Catholic, so technically you're not supposed to do that stuff, but I'm like,
James, like, that's how it works. It's supposed to be accurate.
Yeah, well, sometimes people do, and then it's like, is it though? What's Chelcat saying there? I'll let you read that one, Steph, because
the Koriko is lovely. That one I've actually started, and it is so charming, and it is.
Oh.
And Koriko, I think, is the best intro journaling because it actually tells you how to journal well. Like, this is how long your entry should be. This is what it can look like. The very first entry, they like fill in the blank of this. Like, it's just,
yeah.
And I know we all can write a journal, but it's easy sometimes that you'll just get carried away trying to detail like every little thing of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets bogged down and then you just kind of give up on it.
Right.
I think Koriko structures it well. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again.
No, it's good. No, that's because also Tangi says that they have Koriko and still haven't played it either. So
well, stink eye.
It's like shaming you. I'm included in the shame stare, by the way, because I also haven't played it.
I'm sorry. Koriko is one of like in between like production, execution, charm factor. Like it's Kiki delivery service. Like it.
Okay.
No, it's beautiful.
I love Ben Osteen immediately adding to cart. See, you're scaring our viewers a step into purchasing.
I'm sorry. I'll put the eyes away.
I'm totally kidding. Oh, and Tangi did Oracle 1 poll today. Okay, so how was it? I swear to you, because I do the 3 card, and it's not even just like it's been ridiculously accurate the past few times. I don't know if it's the deck I'm using or what's going on, but Anyway, so you'll have to let me know how your poll was. I mean, if it was accurate, if you were worried, because sometimes, yeah, we ask questions and I'm like, did I really want to know the answer to that? Maybe not.
You only ever know when you get the answer. You're like, wish I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, I won't keep this too long then. So this Last Sabbath is on Kickstarter now. I was reading something about it, and it looks like it was with another company, and then the person who actually like wrote and created like got it back, the rights to it back. So I don't know what the scenario is there, but it is in the hands of the person who created it. So yeah, so I know I they have on the site here, you can download a quick start if you just want to try it, and I think those are worth it, at least to see if you would like it, because I think there's only like 10 days or something left. It wasn't a long Kickstarter. And it's in English and I was gonna say French, English and Italian for the files, so you can at least see if you would like it. But I know I posted about it on, I think, like Blue Sky, and I had a couple people that were very interested, like just from the description and when I posted a picture of it online. So yeah, so you can check it out on Kickstarter, and then it gives you like a little explanation of it and tells you more about what is journaling, because not everybody knows what that is, how you can play it like cooperatively, solo, GMless, and then talking about the rules. And it is tarot driven, which I like. Now it does say too that you can use a divination tool of your choice. So you can use like tarot cards, runes, tea leaves, Mikado, whatever mechanic works for you, which I thought was great, because usually it's so strictly tarot cards. But yeah, so there you go. So that one, again, I'll try not to scroll too fast with these, because I know it can be really nauseous to look at. I apologize. Look away.
I like, so I guess every person can just generate their entry. There was another game that did that. It was
Really?
horror though. Yeah, it was.
Which I love.
No. It was kind of cool. Like, she was like a creepy sound machine, and whomever found it became obsessed with it. And then, but then basically every player would choose like a time period, and then they would just like tell their story with the machine, the sound machine, and trying to get it to work, and how it
Oh,
basically ultimately destroyed their life and or may have killed them.
okay.
It's creepy but amazing. But I like the concept. It's just, for me, or it's just, I freak myself out thinking about it.
It sounds great. What's the name of it again?
Oh my god, what was it called? It was the machine something.
Okay, don't worry. If you remember, let me know. I'll put it in the chat just so if people want to check it out, or whatever. I can pull it up on here after. Yeah, okay. And Tandrew, your poll was true, right? And it's like, it's shocking when it's like not just a little accurate, but like so accurate.
No, literally, it's called The Machine.
The Machine? Oh, okay, okay. I'll have to. I'll put it
simple.
up. Let me see. The Machine RPG. Here we go. The Machine by Adira Slattery.
It's on itch. Hold on, downloading.
Yeah, this one's on itch. It's a serial journal
Yeah,
role-playing
that's
game.
the one. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can just put this on the screen for y'all to see. 1 second. There we go. I'll just make it a bit bigger.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, it's just the concept made me think of that, because the idea was like different player choose a thing, and then one person writes sort of the first entry, then passes the journal to the next person. It's like they got the machine, then they pull in their entry.
That.
And it's but it's creepy.
That's cool though.
Yeah, no, it's the concept is very cool to me, because at the end you have this story.
Yeah.
That you all built upon, but still had a lot of control over your own entry. Anyway, to each their own, I guess.
What's James saying? I'm finally being productive. What am I going to play tomorrow? Also need to solo. I'm like, is this RPGs or games? Which one are we doing? Okay, no, thanks for another one for the list there, everybody. So the Machine is what? No, it's good. I'm sure. Listen, is the chat complaining for suggestions? I don't think so. I think you're all taking note. Maybe I'll play this, maybe I won't. But I hadn't heard of this one, so. And this is journaling, obviously, then. Solely journaling?
Yeah, I think you draw cards from a standard deck of cards for prompts.
Okay.
And from there, like, you go.
Okay. All right. So now let's go to, so I've talked enough. Yeah. Steph has hers. I'm going to pull that up. And that, I also have batched this one. It hasn't come yet, right? I keep asking you that? Okay. So I want to make sure that I didn't miss it. So I'll let you take it from here, Steph.
So like my tastes in solo RPGs are, I feel like they fall into like 3 categories, really. Mystery, cute creatures, and fantasy.
You like cozy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Brambletrek does cute creatures, because you're like basically, I think they call it Gnawborn, but it's basically a little adventuring mouse. It's GM-less, play solo or as a group, up to 4, I think. But anyway, you're a little mouse folk, and it's very simple. Like, it's not a complex setup. It plays with a deck of cards for prompts in your adventure, and they described encounter resolution, like combat, as a bit of a deck builder. Like you have a hand of cards, and then your opponent, like you reveal cards one at a time, and then you decide what you play with. Okay, so to be forthright, I do have the digital version of Brambletrek, but I refuse to look at it because I want the book. Okay, I back the book.
Yeah.
I want the full experience. So I'm not entirely sure how it plays. I just want to wait. But look at that little mouse. Like, oh my god, it looks so great. Anyway, so if it kind of reminded me, okay, like aside from theme and art, which is obviously like so charming, I have no
Yeah.
words. But one thing that it made me think of, the way that they talk about the system, I thought it was a little like colossal-ish, like
Mm-hmm.
draw a card for scene, the combat resolution. I mean, I'm not sure how exactly deck building it is, but the way it described reminded me of the way combat is resolved in Colossal, which, to be honest, is not necessarily a big favorite of mine, but it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a drawback, but it's not necessarily a selling point, but it's fine. But I just love the little world that they seem to have created with this one. And look at them.
I had to
Like,
pull it up. They're so cute.
so you start off and you get your mouse and your little trident, and you have a starting weapon. I think it can be like, yeah, a bow or an instrument. So you could be a bard mouse, which I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to be a bard mouse.
Okay, that's cute.
Anyway, so that is Brambletrek. It is from Crosspath Press, which is UK based,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that's again, I haven't played it, but it's adorable and charming and seemed compelling.
No, it's good. I'm gonna just scroll very quickly to the top. There we go. Just so. Okay. Yeah, so this is one I backed as well. I also have the digital version, but it's not even that I'm saving it. I just haven't had time to look at it, but it is one that's on the top of my list. It looks so cute. I don't know if everybody else in the chat is into like cozy ones. And it wasn't too bad. Like I think we both ended up getting the book, right? And I think it wasn't cost-wise, it wasn't too bad.
No, I mean, it was no Yaziba, you know, like it was actually affordable.
Yeah, Yuziba is probably one of my most expensive ones.
Yeah.
That was like what, $100 at least?
Yeah,
Close
at
to
least,
that.
at least.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Brambletrek is very cute, and I also can't wait to try it.
Cozy for life. Thank you.
Right? Come on, cause I've been to like the cozy video games too. Like I play everything actually. I'm waiting for Avowed to come out. Everybody who plays video games might know that one. So, Avowed is right up there, and once that comes on, I'll be out of the cozy zone and back into my RPG shooting type games. We have Evo Machine. Thanks for coming. And Evo Machine, I know we chatted about solo RPGs, so I'm glad you're able to drop by.
And I don't think it's a one shot. I
No,
think
I
the
don't think it is
prompts
either.
are generic, so I think you can build a story. I think it's more sandboxy than adventure
Yeah.
per se. Oh, that
Yeah.
was my read of it.
That's that's what I gathered from it as well. So, and I think they'll be shipping those out pretty soon. So, if you're interested in it, I guess now would be the time to look at getting maybe in on a late order. Tangi saying it reminds Aisha of Secret of Nim. Why do I know that?
Hey.
Secret of Nim.
Why do I not know that?
Okay, hold on. Looking it up.
Yeah, please. She's like, oh God, Steph, don't touch your computer. When you touch your computer,
No, yeah, exactly. Don't touch it. Childhood trauma. Secret of Nim. Is that a movie? I feel like, or is it a book? Oh no, it is a fantasy film. Okay, I see it here. That's why I do know this. Yes, okay, I do know this. I'm like, I don't. You might know it, Steph. It's old. It's like we would. Well, I mean, we were
that's
alive.
harsh. You know it, Steph. It's old. Why, thank you, Mandi. I love you too.
I know. I 100%. I know it from looking at the art and looking at the cartoon of it. I don't want to post it here just in case it's like, you know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Copyright and stuff. I don't want to do that, but
I'll
maybe do a quick Google search. You will probably know it. Yes. So thank you. See, I didn't find that scary. A lot of kids though were scared by Fantasia. Also, did not find that scary, but didn't appreciate Fantasia until I was older though. I thought it was a little boring, and then I was like, oh yeah, I see. But yes, good point, good choice. Okay, well while Steph's doing the Google there,
I don't know that. I don't think.
it falls under commentary. Oh, under free because you're doing commentary. Yeah, I never know. Like I just get so worried about it. But the art is definitely familiar. Okay, but Steph did look it up. So, but you're right.
I did it. I don't
It
know it,
does
but
kind of look
again,
like
I
that.
grew up in Quebec, right? So like again, we may have
Yeah,
some
which is
difference.
different. I mean, I grew up out west and then moved out east, and it is different. So in different areas. So for sure. Um, okay. Well, Jeez, nothing. All right. Well, this is my pick here, and again, we're all at the end of the day. Steph's pick, my picks. These are our picks, really, because I'm sure a lot of, maybe not all, but a lot of them will probably end up playing. This is Dungeon Date Delves. So I just got this, beginning of the week or something, and they have a board game as well, and yeah, it literally is. I love this. Romance, befriend, and slay monsters with your style to complete jobs for the Delvers Guild. You earn renown for your party to advance and rank in the guild. So it is one that is not specifically solo, but it can be played solo. So again, you can play it with a group. It kind of gave me the vibe of, I don't know if any of you have played the video game Boyfriend Dungeon, and it's literally you are going through these dungeons and you have these different swords that you use in the dungeon, but you date them. Like the guys turn into different types of swords.
Okay, that's funny.
It's pretty funny. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that game, and I heard they're making a number 2. So it's kind of why I was like, okay, is this kind of the situation, but in a solo RPG? Right? It's so witty. It's so good. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but I have to tell you, like, my friend Brian and I were, like, obsessed. And then Brian's like, I want to know, there was a guy that was in the game, and he was in it for, like, 2 seconds and took off. We're both like, okay, when they do part 2, we both want to date Josiah or whatever his name was so we can find out. Like, he was, like, so adorable, and we're both like, how does he leave us like this? Like, what's going on? Anyway, I'm still mad about that. So I'm hoping Dungeon Date Delves will scratch that itch for me. But it's a pretty simple one. This one I think just uses a D6 system, so you're not using, all the 20 and all the other ones that you're using, as far as I'm aware. But they have tables. So if you are jamming this game, there are tables to assist. And then there are like maps and levels because, you're in a dungeon. It makes sense. You choose how to interact with them. Romance, befriend, or slay. Sorry. It took everything in me not to be like, slay. Because I would say it like that. But I'm trying to be professional here. I'm just joking.
Ship sailed. Like whenever this stream starts.
Yeah, exactly. The professionalism has left the stream a long time ago. Oh gosh. But yeah, so the whole vibe of it, and like, it's so cute. Like when you look at your hero creation, you get to choose a creature, and it has like, similar elements to RPG that you're used to, having your stats and things like that. And they do have some similarities when you're creating, like they have catkin. That's a different one. I don't know about a catkin, but they have dwarf and elf and things like that. So, and then you get to choose a calling. So they just use different terminology for some of the things that you would find in other RPGs. They also have monster heroes. So those are like extended rules if you want to play any monster in the game as a character. So instead of a monster, you play it as a character. And also if you want to town build, which I like to do in cozy games, like video games. So I feel like I would like that maybe in a solo RPG. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't know. Is that a thing? So, and then it does say that it's compatible with the card game, the Dungeon Date card game, which I also own because it was on Kickstarter. So I figured, let me just get all the things. I can play them both solo. I'm pretty sure I can play them both solo. And, but you can also, it's compatible with the game. So you just generate like more replayability, right? So more encounters, more creativity, that sort of thing. So, and then James, that's odd. How do you town build your imagination? Well, let's see here. Rules for adding features and expanding your town as you complete jobs and earn favor with different factions. So I think it's actually physically like building your town, like adding components to your town. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Think so.
I don't know if that's weird. I don't know.
I get it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So, but anyway, I think this just tells you like cost. So you can go and like there's a demo that you can download if you want to try it. I just got my copy this week. So yeah, so a lot of the ones that you're seeing on here, we bought. So, because we do get, like review copies and stuff, and we'll be always open about that. The first game I showed you was one that was given to me as a review copy, but everything else here we have purchased. So there are demos here, and this is, sorry, I should have said, this is Nerdy Pup Games that does Dungeon Date Delves, and apparently they did a Kickstarter prior to this one just for one of their other games, or maybe it was the card game just updated. So they've been around for a while, but I think the RPG's on the newer end. Oh, and I also got a roll and write. There's a roll and write as well that I backed with this. So, and I think that's just a printable thing. So yeah, so you can go online and you can try it out. It's like $10 US. So for us Canadian, that's what, like $50,000. No, I'm joking. It's like probably like, okay, it's probably like 15-ish, $16 Canadian, whatever. But you can try it out and see if that's something that interests you. So Dungeon Date Delves, it's a lighter one. I do tend to gravitate toward more like action-based dungeon crawl type RPGs if I can access it versus journaling. I do like some journaling, but I don't always want to do that. So Dungeon Date Delves just kind of had that boyfriend dungeon kind of vibe, so I wanted to give it a whirl. So there you go.
Nice.
All right, I'll swing over to Steph. There you go.
Caught in the Rain. That one I don't have actually because it is coming out on Kickstarter this month. Yeah, this is me parting you from your money. No, okay.
Exactly.
The reason why Caught in the Rain is there, ahead of it even coming out, is because the creator is Raven's Ridge. Brendan Lee. I think they publish under Raven's Ridge Press, which is Australian. Okay. And the reason why I care is because, full disclosure, Raven Ridge sent me a copy of Cartograph a few months ago. And again, I do get some offer for review copies, not a lot to be honest, but I do get some, and usually I decline because it's a lot of pressure, and I don't know, like I can afford game if I want to play that. But when I saw Cartograph being sent my way, I'm like, how did I miss this? This sounds so cool. Like, this is pure exploration. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take that one. Like, I want to play it. And it came, and I will talk about Caught in the Rain in a minute. I just want you to understand why I'm talking about this one. Is that
Steph, like, I'm gonna swing to the next screen so they can actually see the book.
Okay.
Because it's a bit small there. Yeah, okay. There you go.
So it's just that. Like I have a lot of RPGs, and I can tell when I'm holding something that it's really good quality. Like, the print is excellent. We have a little ribbon here. It's gorgeous. Like, it's just like the journey table. Like, everything is well done. It's just like,
it looks nice.
It's a solid game, and it's printed with love. It's well executed. So basically, there's a review for it on YouTube if you want to look at it more closely. It's really good. Like, if you like exploration, there's no combat, there's no encounter resolution, really. This is just like the game has you drawing a map. And later, if you want to play some other RPG, you can use that map to, like, basically do the setting of some other game if you're into that. I like it as its own game. But anyway, and it's, of course, only solo. But it's just exploration, and that's part of RPG I really, really like. So basically, that's what happened. And then when I was done with the review, they're like, oh, hey, by the way, we're doing another game. And I'm like, no, really, I don't want review copies. I'm like, okay, well, cool. We're just going to give you this little preview of the, like, electronic thing. And then they sent me the preview for Caught in the Rain. It's like, yeah, there is probably less your thing because it's, like, more of mystery noir. And I'm like, I say again? You created what? Because I actually love both of those things. Anyway, so I did get a bit of a beta sort of overview of what they're looking into, and I was like, okay, that's cool. So basically, that means that when they're like, follow this project came up on Kickstarter, I just clicked on it. So Caught in the Rain, I have not played it because it's not out. My understanding is that it plays with a deck of cards for prompts and has a 2d6 resolution system that appears to be, like, powered by the apocalypse type, which means roughly roll 2 dice. If your result is 6 and under, you get a fail. If it's 7 to 9, you get a succeed but. And if you get 10 plus, then you get a succeed, you go. So this has you basically, this is not a single mystery game. This is a create your own mystery and resolve it, which I like because it's better just playing through a finite number of mysteries through a game. So again, it's not fully fleshed out yet, but it is out there, and it is one that I'm very enthused to check out. I think it comes out, I looked it up earlier. I think it was the 25th of February. Again, I'm signed up for alerts, so I didn't memorize it. But Yeah, I did, eyes on this one because I love this product, and so now I have like designer interest plus the team. So
I think this one I kind of heard about it, but I think you were the one um, that kind of like pointed it out, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, there it is. And I'm just gonna pop the link to Cartographer if it lets me do it for some reason. For okay, there we go. For Steph's solo review on Cartographer, if you're interested. Again, it's just if you want to check it out. Um, yeah. Well, do you know when this one comes to Kickstarter?
yeah, this one I think is late February.
Late February. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Huh, if I just scroll down a
Oh,
little
there
more,
it is. Here you
it's
go.
right
25th.
there.
Here you go.
So, yeah, let me see. So that's the 24th. Okay, and it talks about some of the things you were talking about. So, going through different scenes. Okay, so it's narrative. It's mostly, is it mostly journaling?
Uh, yes. Well, there's some journaling, but like I said, it's also like I don't think you need like it is a mystery you're trying to solve, so there is clue that you keep track of and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's there's a bit more mechanic than just prompt and imagine.
Okay. Okay, which is nice because I mean, some people are kind of put off with just journaling, but if you have like a
Yeah.
little bit of something else, yeah. So I think that's really good. And yeah. Okay. So there you go. So that is Caught in the Rain. Very fun. I'm into the like mystery ones too. I have a couple that I'm like, oh yeah, these would be really nice to play, but it's always hard to play them on stream because I never really know how to do it on stream. Like a solo one, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like
Yeah.
with people, anyway, I'm still trying to figure it out because I've been asked to do them, but I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out a more engaging way than just, reading off the screen. And anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Oh boy. Okay. Well, next one on my list is not a solo RPG. And I'm not going to lie. I bought this because it's pretty. I haven't received it yet. I think the PDF is on the file there, but I have not received the actual game. And I think they have a bunch of other ones. I think they have one that's running. This company has one running now. So this is, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Sefirot? Sefirot? I'm not sure if it's French
I'm
or if it's
assuming
in...
it's meant to be Sephiroth, which would be one of the. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
I
it's a
just...
spin on the Tree of Life Kabbalah stuff because
Right,
it's
but I
Sephiroth.
wasn't sure. So, okay,
Uh,
we're going to go with that because I don't want to say that. And Silver Seals. So this is the Silver Seals, but there are others in this, like, I guess if it's a series, and then they have one that's currently on Kickstarter, which I'll point out as well. And it's a mixture of a board game and tarot divination. So
oh, it's
it
very
has like a
cool.
meditative aspect to it, but it is supposed to be more like play, like game. And it also has 4 different play modes. So, sorry, you can play with 1 or 2 players. My apologies. I don't know why I thought this. I was thinking of the other one. They have another one that's not solo. So 1 or 2 players, and they have a reversible board and a deck of special cards for the game. So I did not get the cards because I have a lot of tarot cards, and I just bought a deck that was not cheap not too long ago. So I'm like, we're gonna just not. I even sleeve them. Okay, that's how like I was like, I don't want them to get ruined. It's so good. They're purposely from what they're saying, the rules for this are supposed to be like a blend of solitaire and other card game mechanics. So they're pulling from like game and I mean, technically RPGs fall into the game category, but you know what I mean? Like they actually take away from card games and things like that. And it's not meant to be like over complicated. Again, it's meant to rely on like simplified types of rules, exploration, and communication. So that's the goal of it. And I'll just quickly scroll down here. And so here, and it says right here, solo players can strive for higher knowledge, exploring their relation to divine realm, or embark on a dream odyssey, facing challenge to glimpse their truest self and win a spiritual blessing. So I kind of like these ones that, introspective or reading yourself or others. And if you're with a friend, you can battle for the stars, challenging each other to a joyful contest. I like that. It's so much negativity these days. It's something positive, which is nice. Or weaving a dance that reveals their unified fate, gaining insight into the relationship through multiple fortune-telling lenses. I don't know. It sounded, maybe I was feeling
That's
sentimental.
interesting. That's
But I
interesting.
thought it sounded kind of cool. So I was like,
Yeah.
let me give it a go. And so as I thought, Dream Odyssey is the game's new solo adventure mode. So I was right. This game previously, I think when it came out, was not geared at all to solo, and they've come out now with this new mode that allows you to play that way. So Yeah, I see Steph's face. I feel like this
Sorry,
could be up
no,
your
it's just
alley,
because
by the
it
way.
says like tarot-like experience. I'm like, okay, that's a funny pun. I'll get behind that. No, actually, I was just thinking of like, you can bring that on the train on the way to Toronto.
Right? Oh, that's true. We could play. Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely. Yes, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this would be a good
Okay,
one.
wait, the Tenji? Yes, you need to try Apothecaria again. I'm just gonna
Oh, because
pause
you
here.
did
Yeah,
a review of that one too, did you not?
yeah, the
Yeah, I
Apothecaria
thought
is,
so.
is very solid.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
solid.
So yeah. So there you go, Tanji. I'm like, Tanji's been scrolling the videos, I think. Oh, but the art in this one's super, super nice.
Yeah.
I think honestly that's what drew it to me. But you can see they have others. Like,
Oh.
so yeah, like this is not the only one. This one supports 2-player, cooperative, or competitive. Again, this was on Kickstarter, but I really like the art. The art is really, really nice on these. And again, tarot is kind of the vibe for a lot of these, or using tarot. Hidden Isle is another one. So I backed this one and then I unbacked it just because this one I don't think plays solo. No, this one I believe was
Mm.
only group. Yeah, collaborative storytelling, which I think is great, and I love the art, I love the vibe, but I just was like, ugh, I can't buy these, and they're just gonna sit on my shelf. So, yeah, this was the one I wanted, but I'm poor, so I was like, I need to. I'm not really poor, you know what I mean? I just shouldn't be spending money that I'm not gonna play with something. So, so yeah, that was one. Here's another one. It's a Sewers and Stars, but that's an expansion too. The Hidden Isle. And again, if I wasn't gonna back the first one, I wasn't gonna do that. And then look away for a minute if you must. I'm gonna scroll up really fast. This is the one that's on Kickstarter now.
Oh.
Forever Hold Your Peace, and it's under the whole Hidden Isle kind of umbrella. And again, I was like, oh, it's so pretty. Like, I just love the look of it. I like the vibe. But as far as I can see on the site, I don't think this plays solo. So sad for me. But I'll just have to take solace with the Sefirot, the Silver Seals, which it does play solo, or you can potentially play with 2 players or more. So,
What was a place for all my books? Was that a... Sorry, James put something in the chat. I want to check it out.
oh, James, I am back to a place for all my books. Oh, yes, I saw that one. So they may send me a copy of that. It's on Kickstarter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a board game. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
one that they had
Ooh.
asked, they had reached out to me to look at before the Kickstarter. It was still a little too tight of a timeline. They're like, this is right up your alley. I'm like 100%, but yeah. So
What are you
they
doing,
will.
Mindy? How
Yeah,
could you?
no, I couldn't. It was like
How
the
could you?
timeline was just so short. I'm like, I can't. So, yeah, but I probably will get a copy to look at, and we can talk about it. So there you go. Because I mean, we can totally play it together. Hopefully, it comes. Well, it's on Kickstarter, so I won't see it right now. But maybe
No.
if we can get a copy, we can bring it to Toronto when we go.
That's cute.
All right, so that's my pick. Again, I'm on the tarot train with a lot of these, so James, I'll play yours. There you go. If I can get it.
That's also what I do, James. Mandy's got this.
Oh, goodness.
Covens of Midnight is my next one. That's also okay. That's funny. See, I usually have this thing where, like, if I back something from a company, I don't back something else until I get at least the first thing I back.
Right,
The
which makes
system.
sense.
Usually, but apparently, the Coven of Midnight is from the same company as Brambletrek. It's Crosspath Press.
That's
which,
right. Yes, because I
some-
sent you that message. They said if you backed one,
Mhm.
they gave you like a little treat
Yeah.
or something. I was like, oh, I did in fact backed both of these.
Anyway, so yeah, I broke one of my rules unknowingly, but again, they're very different games.
Yeah.
This one is run on a tarot deck, actually, which I find is perfect for the team because in the Covens of Midnight, you're basically a fledgling mage going to this magic academy. So it's a pure solo design, draw prompts,
Yeah.
role play, do the thing. I think it's mostly journal also.
Yeah.
But again, they didn't have a lot of information on the actual.
No, they don't. I just went
Gameplay?
through the site here. Yeah, there's
No,
not.
there's not a lot on it. Honestly, it was mostly theme. They actually created a tarot deck to play the game with,
Yeah.
which I was good. I didn't back the tarot deck because I'm like, I have
you
a
wanted
tarot
to.
deck. I have a tarot deck I use, to play all my tarot-driven game, and I'm like, I can use that one. And then I'm just looking at it, I'm going like, damn, it would be so much more immersive. I'm like, nope. No.
And there's a chat. This is a question here from Chelcat for you, Steph.
Oh, Tangled Blessings? I don't know, actually. Hold on. Wait. Stay
Yeah,
put.
so the question was, this one is gorgeous. Yes, the art's really nice. I also did not back the deck because I'm like, honestly, I can't. I already have like 4 decks. I do not need more. I
Well, that's
wonder
kind
how
of what it comes
similar or
down to.
different it is to Tangled Blessing. So I have not played that. Steph might be a little more familiar,
Ooh, I have not played that
but let
either.
me look it up. Now I got to look it up. Jeez.
What? It's in solo, but not alone 5? What?
What? Wait. Tangled.
Okay, sorry.
Wait, I see something in the chat from Cat. I backed this. I'm gonna see my. Okay. Don't even feel bad. Do you know how many times I've actually backed things and it comes and I'm like, oh wait, I have this already. Oh yeah, that's happened more than once. So no, you do not need to see yourself out because I have definitely been down that road. Okay, so see, we're all on the same page. Oh god.
That's interesting. Tangle Blessing seems cool too, and it looks like it is
Yeah.
currently part of a very affordable bundle that raises money. What's the charity this year? 91 creators, solo but not alone 5. Oh, they're still partnering with Take This. That's fantastic.
Is it okay, here, I'll pull it on the screen. Okay, so I'm gonna put because Chelka made a really good suggestion here. So let me put this on the screen 1 second. Where are we here? Okay, there we go. Hopefully you all can see that.
Yeah, so that seems like a cool game, right?
I'll make it a bit bigger.
Magic Academy thing, but see if you just scroll down a wee bit.
Yeah.
And you have a link up there that says solo but not alone 5.
Yeah.
So that's an itch bundle. So if you go on the view bundle button to the right, so you can buy this game and everything else in that little bundle for $10. And it goes to Take This, which is a nonprofit that promotes basically mental health in gaming.
Oh, it's funny. I just posted something today. It's video games. I posted one for mental health in games.
Yeah, so this is very cool. Oh my god, Cartographers in there, people.
Oh yeah, so I only have the PDF, but like I do like the book. There's some like good stuff in here though. Yeah,
I will repeat that the book is worth it, but the point is that for $10 you have a lot of like if you just get these two, I think you like well into your money.
Oh my gosh, and these are all solo?
Oh, yeah, no, they're not usually all solo. They're just a bunch of
just like a bunch that you pulled
some
together.
Some are solo, some won't be. It's always because it's all indie stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I always keep an eye out.
No, that's wonderful.
No, you're right, actually. This is solo but not alone, so they will be solo playable.
Which I like. I mean, I don't think I'll play all of these, but like just having them would be nice. You know what I mean?
I end up usually backing solo but not alone because there's always so much creativity into it anyway.
That's really great. So you know what? I'll put the
Oh, Librarian Apprentice. Yes, Chalcat, that could be cool. I believe it's built on the
I put the link in there if everybody wants to go and check that out.
Yeah, it's the Firelight system SRD. Yeah. It's a great SRD, actually. I'm sure it's quite good.
I'll kind of scroll back up a bit
based on the bones of the game. Sorry, carrying away. Okay.
No, it's good because like I didn't even know about this one. I know you had mentioned others before, but I hadn't had a chance to pop in and take a look. But it's always nice to have these on hand. And looking at this list, I have like a few on this list, but I don't have all of these. Ooh, this looks good. Oh, a game about being on a spaceship. I hate space, I have to tell you, but it could be interesting. Huh. A single or duo game. Night of Flowers. This looks cute.
That's so adorable, actually.
Okay, oh my god, I'm shopping. This is so bad.
No, I'm telling you, like the solo but not alone bundle, it's for charity. It's a good charity. But second, what charity? Non-profit, whatever. But second, it's for mental health. And it's games, which is good for my mental health, so it's sort of super meta. Awesome.
Which is good. Thanks for popping in, Board Gaming Crew. You came in right when we were taking a little dive into some supporting a good cause, mental health, and also buying some games in the process. So thanks, Chelcat, for
yes, thank you for that deep hole that I just jumped into.
And James is saying, did you, because I know I sent the link to Steph. Hold on, let me go back here.
So Ben Osteen saying trans awareness yet. I didn't. You did tell me about it.
That's okay. I'll see if I can pull up the link. Ben Osteen saying I got the first bundle of that. Didn't know they did others. And did you get the? Yeah. So Steph's gonna. I did send it to her. I don't want to open it now because it's gonna mess up the screen over here. But I'll see if I can pop it out. If you have it, Steph, handy, let me know.
Not handy.
Actually, I might be able to pull it up. I'll put it in the chat if I can get my hands on it there. And Ben Osteen saying, I got the first bundle, didn't know that they did others. So
Yeah, it's a yearly fundraiser, I think.
there you go.
I'm just a bit
Perfect.
miffed. I've been out of it. I should have put some of my games on there.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when we go to, I'll take a look for it, James. Thank you for the reminder. And I'll put the link in there. I know you sent it to me in Discord, I believe. So I'll have to open my Discord and hopefully it doesn't pop up on the screen. So I'll get it, but we'll do it after. So yeah. All right. Well, there you go. I put the link for what I'm showing on the screen here, $10 at a minimum, so it's going to a good cause and you get lots of good stuff. So I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. And Board Gaming Crew, great question. When you say solo RPGs, are they like books? It depends. They can be what they call sometimes like zines, which are like magazines kind of, but like they're thinner. Some are very full books, like how you would see like an RPG. Some you could just buy in a PDF kind of format. So, but yeah, so it depends. It depends on the one that you're getting. So a lot of I don't know if these ones are like that. They seem like some of them are, they're not extensive page wise. Like they're not like over 100 pages, but yeah, zines, however you want to say it. I can say it however I want. I like to say zines because I'm fancy.
You are fancy.
That's right. So guess what? That's how it's gonna be said in this stream today. Hey, hey, hey. Wink, wink. Okay. James, it does sound cooler. That's very nice. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, so back to Covens of Midnight.
Okay, yes. Sorry, we were at Covens of Midnight, which is tarot-driven. It's about going to magic school. It's a solo design. It's from the people of Brambletrek. The art is beautiful. I did not back the tarot deck because I have that much self-control and I chose to employ it. And now I'm full of regrets. And here we are.
Looking at the deck, Shellcat's like, well, wait a second. This is beautiful. You're like, wait, I should have got it. It's very, very pretty. So, okay. Well, that was a good one. So I'm actually going to shift it. So this might, Board Gaming Crew, this might shift to more what you might think of. Roll for your life. So I like to play a lot of activity books. So they do technically fall under RPGs because they still have that narrative component, telling the story, but you can do it solo. And this is exactly what this is called. Activity book that comes to life with the roll of a die. And so I have a lot of these types of books, which I find, and Suzanne too. Suzanne tends to prefer these as well. But I will play journaling. I know Suzanne is not as into those ones as much. She'll play a fewer, but it's not really her focus. But Roll for Your Life, it's literally that, an activity book, and you're going to do the same things like where you get random outcomes. So think like Choose Your Own Adventure. And it's kind of like the 5e based ones, except you're not using 5e rules where you read a thing, do a thing, and then it'll say, if you choose this, go here. If you choose this, go here. And it might say, you need to roll here for this, if you're doing a combat or if it's a check. But it definitely holds your hand a little bit more than a 5e where you're kind of expected to know the rules or have some semblance of 5e rules while you play. So this one was a Kickstarter. It's not out yet, so it's coming. I think it's a bit late, so it should be, and like I say, late, a little late, like I'm not complaining or anything, like it's coming, so I'm excited to see this one. And they actually wanted to do, Steph and I didn't tell you this, Steph, they want us to do some content for this. They sent us some extra pages, and they said to let them know. They were willing to send the book, and I was like, well, I already backed it, so we can always talk about that after. But yeah, they wanted us to do a little stream or chat about this one. But this one, I just thought it would be kind of cool to look at. And yeah, and I think you can play, like, it's any level of expertise or whatever. It's like kids can play it if they want, family level. You can do people who do play role-playing games. Anybody can play. So yeah, Tangi, I think you would like this one. So it's more of an activity book. So it still falls under RPG. You're still doing the dice rolling, still making decisions, still telling that story. It's just a little more guided. I think that's the word I want to say. It's a bit more like, let me hold your hand, but we're going to have fun doing this, together. Although that it's like imaginary holding your hand. You know what I mean, okay? So it has, the art is definitely different than some of the other cute things, but I know we can appreciate different types of art. You know what I mean? And
cool.
And look at the little, it's like a cat mixed with like a frog or something. That's interesting. But anyway, they have different ones. Like they have
I
like
think
a
it's more of a platypus cat with no tail.
maybe. Oh yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I can't tell.
A
Toad. I don't
platycat? Platycat.
a platycat. That's pretty funny. But so yeah, so right now they're okay, I didn't even know this. You can pre-order for a discounted copy. And again, we're not here to sell anything, okay? Like if y'all want to buy it, great. If you don't, like we're not here to sell it to you. Just want to let you know if there's any kind of discounts or anything like that.
Well, we're
So,
probably get a platycat, and that's the official version, James.
exactly, platycat. I'm gonna have that in my head all night now.
It's catchy.
It is. So they said that they are on their way. Okay, it says publishing a 15-chapter hardcover compendium of our character and world-building activity book. So it's not just the story. They're actually building, like, probably, if you wanted to create characters and things like that, they're going to have all of that in there. So I think this one will be a big one. So Jellhead, I see games, I buy games. That's on me. Yeah, that's like story of my life, and I'm an easy sell. So. Oh, it's so accurate. The art it's different, but I don't mind it. Like I think it's actually kind of fun, and it appeals to like a younger audience too. So if you wanted like younger like children or teen, not saying children, but like teens and stuff to play or whatever, they might like it. I mean, I think it's good. I like all kinds of arts. So they did have. Oh, here we go. So the individual chapters are available. So if you want to just get like you don't want to maybe get the whole book. Yeah, like you can just try like a little sample of like they have the alien, the fantasy tavern. So they have. I like the fact that they touch on different themes. You know what I mean? So it's not just scary, but they'll have magic or they'll have
that's cool.
some kind of cozy stuff or wild space things. But here, so they have the character sheet, so you can download it, just see what it's about, and then they have the files for the separate stories that you can try if you want.
Well, I'm definitely curious.
Yeah, I think this is one that you might enjoy, some parts of it. And then they also have the digital ones, and there's like $10 for 3. So 3 stories to try, and then there's like a single one here, and I think that is it. Yeah. So it hasn't shipped yet for me, but I think it's coming. So yeah, so I thought that was pretty fun, and I think for people who are maybe new to solo RPGs and want to try something. Not everyone's gonna like journaling, not everyone's gonna like activity books, but I think if you just want to jump in and try it and it's kind of the structure is already there, I think this will be good. And I don't think it's difficult. Like some will use the 7-piece die sets. Do you know what I mean? A lot of them are D6 based only. So, or they'll use charts or cards. Like you have other options. So, I'm gonna scroll up really quickly here. So watch your eyes. Roll for your life. So this is what I'm actually really excited about. Just to see what it's about, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, there you go. All right, over to Steph for this one.
Oh, Legend in the Mist. Okay. So again, we have to go back to designer pedigree on this one. City of the Mist.
Okay, here. Oh yeah, let me swing back. Hold on. There we go. While you're doing that, I can search that link for
City of the Mist. Okay. So this is not a solo RPG. This is a multiplayer RPG. And not only do I have the player's guide, I have the GM's guide, which means I have 2 ginormous, rather expensive books on my shelf for a game that I will probably never play. But it
sounding
is
like me.
So nice. I like the system. I love the universe. I mean, it's a beautiful book. Like the art is like very cool noir stuff. Wait, no, it's reversed. Can't do it. Anyway, it's hard to capture because I have crap technology. But all my money goes into books. Anyway, it's very cool. And actually, I play this one. This is the one I used to do the review of the Mythics Game Master emulator, which is like the system that lets you play any RPG solo. Should you ever wish to learn 2 different systems to play a single game.
That's wild.
Honestly, it does work, but it's a lot of overhead, I find, personally.
Yeah, it looked like a lot. I mean, you did a great job explaining it. It just looks like a lot.
I mean, the game system is great, but again, like the thing with the City of Mist, the theme is fantastic. I like the storytelling. This is also powered by the Apocalypse, so 2d6, 6 and under, fail, 7 to 9, yes, but 10 plus success. And of course, you roll your dice, but also you have a +1 for every. But they call it tags in this one, but everything that your character has that pertains to the scene. So they don't have stats per se, but for example, you could build a character that has like badass guns, So if you're fighting, you say I'm fighting with my badass gun, so that's a +1 because I have a badass gun.
Right.
And you can also have like an armor. So if you're rolling a defense thing, but then you have your armor, then you're rolling with it, that sort of thing. Anyway, so to go back to Legend in the Mist, same system, same company, UK-based, Son of Oaks, and they basically took this amazing, by the way, I loved it, noir genre, but they put it into a fantasy world, which I also adore. But they said that they streamlined the system because one thing about Legends of the Mist is that the character creation was a thing. I think I read online at some point that a group got together and they basically tried to build the characters and gave up.
Oh, dang.
I mean, it comes with pre-made characters too if you want to just use those. Like,
Sure.
it's fine, but it's a lot. So this one is streamlined, but it is also comes with built-in solo rules. Oh, and also if you backed on like the first couple of days, you had like acorn-shaped 6-sided dice.
Oh, fun.
So I get my acorn-shaped dice from
That's the exciting part. I love it.
Anyway, I thought it was cool. So Legend in the Mist, basically, I like this system for, again, like encounter resolution is very, because I really like the idea of the way that they do consequences. Like, it's not just like, you know, nothing happens. There's never a nothing happens. It's just something bad happens, something good with a thing, or something just great happens. But the story always kind of moves forward from the thematics.
Right.
I like that it's not so stats driven and it's more like, it's like, well, I'm using my ropes. Like, well, if you can explain how your rope helps you in this situation, it's like, well, I'm swinging from my rope as I shoot with my badass gun. And if you can make that work in the scene somehow, power, you have +2 now. So I find that it really promotes sort of like, getting into like, what can I use, and like building a thing, and just, I don't know. It's mechanics encourage imagination.
So yeah, I think I backed this, but honestly, I don't know which one I got. City of the, I don't know. I have something with mist in it. It's one of these things. I don't know, and I honestly will probably never play it because I'm not gonna play this solo.
What?
No, it sounds like a lot of work.
It's like not. No, it's this. Well, I don't know because I haven't played it, but it's supposed to be streamlined and have built-in solo rules and acorn-shaped dice. I'm pretty sure that was the one with acorn-shaped dice. Now I feel bad. I'm like, was it the acorn? I'm pretty sure it was.
But no, if anybody else is like me, yes, I'm a little lazy when it comes to this sort of thing. I can't. It's just like playing solo games. I don't like managing multiple hands in a game. No, the answer is no. Like, I was going to stream Cyber Quest Pets next week, and I'm like, I have to manage 4 characters. So it doesn't matter how many people you play with.
I can't do
I'm like, I'm sure it's not a lot, but honestly, no. And then when you're trying to do a stream, I can't. I'm sorry. So we're not doing that. I'll talk about that one on the podcast. It's very cute, but I can't manage 4. Sorry. I don't
like it either, but it's also because I like to be a person in my games.
That's it. You don't get connected when you're...
No, because I feel like I'm just gun mudding it. Like, it's just not...
Right. And that's what I was worried about with this system. Like, oh my gosh, am I going to be so worried about running different things that I'm just not going to be immersed?
No. I think this is going to be not like that. That was a lot. Like, I'm like, I would love to play this, and I'm scared to GM it. But I would like to play it. And I
told you, I'm down to play it.
I loved reading it. Yeah, but we have to find someone to GM it because I don't wanna. Because it's
I know. So there you go. Calling anybody that we know in our chat who wants to GM. Let us know. Oh my gosh!
And
so that's
crickets in the chat. Okay, Mandi, your turn.
Someone will come. Someone will come by. Okay, so this next one I'm going to talk about is going to be short because I'll be honest with you, I backed this. I didn't really know much about it. But I do play video games, and then I saw the vibe. I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of giving a video game vibe. Let me see what it's about. So, and it's literally dungeon, like it's a dot dungeon, a dying MMO fantasy. Hold on, my little thing's there. Huh. Yeah, it's a bit different.
Okay.
And it's a fantasy role-playing game where you explore the depths of a dying, massively multiplayer online game. And it's funny because I'm just watching the show Mythic Quest. I'm like, is that kind of what this is like? I don't know. And it talks about going into dungeons, like glitchy dungeons, and you come face to face with like monsters and creatures, and then you're also navigating weird social situations that internet trolls and lonely gamers provide.
Well, that sounds like a horror movie to me.
And it's funny because, let's be clear, it's kind of true. Like, this is stuff that happens. There's a reason why I don't play Call of Duty online, okay? Like, absolutely not. For this reason. But it's, you get, and I'll scroll down here, sorry, it's for 1 to 4 players, and I tried to find out who it's just as created by, look at this, John. I couldn't find anything else. I tried. I'm like, why can't I find this? So I don't know.
Wow.
So John, when I find out who the actual company is, I'll let you know. But it's just John
I think
right
we
now.
should have
So
put like a question mark after that, John.
I feel in the notes I literally put John question mark because I didn't know where this was going. So, and I love this.
I thought it was someone you knew.
I didn't know. I don't know this person. So I want to give you credit that we're talking about this stuff, but okay. Explore the polygonal wasteland of your childhood MMO in the new edition of this award-winning tabletop game. So there it is. So it did fairly well on Kickstarter because a lot of RPGs, I mean, RPGs generally do well. Solo RPGs are usually smaller numbers, depending. Let me just see if I can pull it up here.
Well, I mean, it's also done by John. Like
by John's, exactly. Poor John's gonna be like, why are they making fun of me? We're not. We're just would love to know your.
Well, no, but it's just like, it's not like Studio XYZ or like, I don't know, Wizards of the Coast. Like John.
Sure, exactly. Hey, maybe John is like Madonna. Maybe. Just a one name. We're gonna know that name. So. Okay, so they're saying it's easy to play. The book contains everything you need. You get your character creation. You can simply use your dice as your stats and begin rolling. I mean, I like that you could just jump right in. Like, to me, that's... who's that? Chelket, John Battle. I was on the struggle bus because I was doing this... putting this together quickly. So, thank you. So, John is not, in fact, a one named like Madonna. John Battle.
Battle sounds like a real last name to me.
I must have missed it when I was Hold on, I just heard something. 1 second.
Sarcasm.
Okay, there we go. That was weird. Sarcasm. It's like, someone calling me? What was I saying? Now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, when I was frantically searching for things, I probably just missed it. But thank you for finding that. I was hoping to find like a publishing house or something, but they probably just did it independently. So for your character creation, we talked about you're rolling your dice as the stats. You get there's a dungeon generator, so whenever you need somewhere to explore. You get 30 original mobs or creatures to fight and loot, and then a tutorial dungeon and hex crawl that walks you through character creation and all the rules you need to play. See, I like that. I like when a game kind of walks you through some of the stuff, because sometimes they just dump you, and then you're like if you've never played before, it's a lot, and it's overwhelming. You're like, where do I start? And then you just get frustrated, and you're like, I want to do this. So, and sorry, thank you, Chelket, by the way, for checking that information. I apologize if I didn't say that. So yeah, and I think it's pulling on anybody who played like video games, MMOs. MMOs weren't really my thing. They were more my brother's thing. He loves a good MMO. I get too angry when I play those games, so I try to avoid them. No, because I play video games to have fun. Like, I don't want to go on there and be mad. And anyway, and unfortunately, some of the games that I do like to play can potentially lead to that, so I just have to let me step away for a minute. Anyway, so it sounds like an RPG that existed before, but they've just reworked it, because it says here what's new. The rules you know and love have not been changed. It's just a new layout. So this existed before. Yeah. So there you go.
Welcome back, James.
James, oh yes, I put the link in the chat there, James, for the bundle you had recommended. So. And I'm not sure if it goes to a specific trans organization, but it's to support trans people. So as far as I'm aware, so you can just let me know and correct me in the chat. Anyway, so yeah, so the last, this is not my last one, but my second last one, Dot Dungeon, a dying MMO fantasy role-playing game. So this is one that existed. I just thought it looked kind of cool. The description got me. So yeah, wanted to give it a go.
Looks interesting.
Oh, I'm so jealous you're talking about this one, because I want this too. Oh, there it is. Okay, so James, it's the Trans Empowerment Project. Thank you. So if you are looking for more solo RPGs and supporting a good cause project, the link is in the chat. Just just above.
And I
Okay,
believe the
sorry.
trans community could use a little empowering right now, so for
Yes,
sure.
with all that's going on, absolutely.
All right, so tea time adventure. Okay, specifically tea pets. So I tea time adventure came out. It's not solo playable as far as I know, uh, but it's about anthropomorphic animal solving little cozy mysteries in their little like forest village. And the book comes with recipes, so you're like encouraged to like
It's very cute.
make your recipe when you sit down with your friend and then like eat and like snack. They like literally like tea biscuit and that sort of thing. So you make a pot of tea, you cook the little like accompaniment recipe, and then you play your RPG.
Yeah.
So like on concept, I loved it. But then the last Kickstarter came. They had 3 books. They were doing the second edition of Tea Time Adventure, which is a core rule book. They had a like I'd say like an expansion to it that was like sort of a additional setting and encounters.
Yep.
And then the third book, the one I buy, is called Tea Pets, which is either solo or collab. Definitely solo. I think it's meant to be more of a storytelling, but basically you have to go in and rescue and foster what they call tea pets. So they're cute, tiny little creatures that you like build little like houses for. As far as I understand it, they kind of described it as uh, a little bit like inspired by, well, you know that. Oh my God, it's getting late, guys. You know what we're playing 10? I was talking about it. It's called
We're playing what? Say it again. I didn't miss it.
10. Um, Stardew Valley. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Got it out. Sorry.
I'm dead.
No, wait, guys. But yeah, so tea pet, basically cozy. It's a new way to play tea time. You tend to your pet, you rehabilitate wildlife, you build the little habitats, you like gentle with a little spirit, you like give them little foods, and then you like set them free. You can make a little sanctuary. It plays with a set of polyetheral dice. I literally don't know anything about if it's just for different prompt rolls or if there's any encounter things. Zero idea. But it's so cute. And yeah, it's about tea baking and cute little animals that need fostering. So obviously
Yeah, this is right up here. And it does, there is, because when I went to the convention, there are solo rules for this. And it says here too.
I think they do now.
Yes, they do now, because I don't think they initially did. You're right. And when
Yeah.
I went to the convention, they said that yes. And then I also picked up this at a convention, the Cozy Companion magazine. Specifically, I think it's this one on the left here. And that one has a solo thing in
Oh
it.
man.
I would have picked one up for you, but I was like, I don't know if she wants me to buy this. But I'll be back seeing them again, so I can get you a copy if you're interested.
Yeah, see, I want to go all in too, like,
Oh,
but
so
honestly, the
expensive.
issue is like, then when do you stop? Because they also had tea. I love tea.
Oh
So
no,
it's like,
I wanted
let's
it
get
too.
the book and let's get the tea. And I think they may have had plushies too. And
They
then
did. Look.
I went to check in and I was like, okay, no. No. Let's scroll that way back, way back.
Now that'd be so nice to do with your mom and sister.
Oh,
Yeah, like
no, for
totally.
sure.
But I think it was like 400 US or something. Like it was a lot. And US dollars for us in Canada, I don't think people understand. That would have been like $600 or something, more than that probably. But I too, I know. Remember you and I were talking about it, and I'm like, wow, we would have loved to get the full set, but
No, and the whole time I was looking at it, it's like, nope, stick it. Just buy one book. You choose one book.
yeah, that's it. I think I bought one book. I don't even know if I got the book. I might have just got the PDF because I was like, I didn't know if it was going to be solo or whatever. But I just got one. So did this ship already? Not yet. I don't.
No,
think,
not
eh?
yet. No,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten it.
So I think I asked them, but I know I picked up this at a convention. It's like a thicker kind of like magazine kind of thing, and the reason why she recommended it is because it has a solo story in there.
Wow. You've been holding
So-
out on me.
I thought I told you about it, so apologies.
So that was
Okay.
my last pick from Snowbright Studio, which is US based.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that as well. And I'm going to end us on a not cozy note,
Oh God, change of team.
but dark. Tease to death. Sorry. But Reap has been on my shelf for a little while. This is not new, but geez Louise, I've been really wanting to play this. So I don't know if anybody is familiar with the game like Elden Ring, the video game, any kind of Souls game. this is kind of the vibe of Reap or the RPG, some of the RPGs they put out. So this one was done by Spencer Campbell, and they use a modified version of the rules for the RPG Rune, which I also own, which is another kind of RPG inspired by Souls-like games. So like I was saying, if you're familiar with Elden Ring, the video game, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, and those kind of soul games, this will fit that vibe. So for those who don't know, I do like cozy like stuff and some of those, but I also like darker, horror, which is weird because I really don't love playing horror video games, but I love watching horror movies and I love playing horror RPGs. It's weird. I don't know. It's a thing. But the Reap, this one here specifically combines narrative exploration with tactical combat, which I don't always love, but when it's in like a shorter kind of form and it's like really explained well, I'm into it. And then this one has maps and things like that you can use as well. But I don't know what it is. I'm into things with like a necromancy theme because I'm always usually a necromancer in games. So maybe that's why it like called to me. And, so I'm assuming I can make my own kind of skill tree as I do this, like I would a video game, right? So they do have a video. I'm not going to play the video on here, but it goes through it. And then this is kind of like the look of it. So I did actually get the book as well. And it goes into the story, which is literally that you are a necromancer. It tells you right there, you are a wandering necromancer, slaying the horrors of the living and the dead and reaping their souls. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is I'm digging that. So that's like I had to try it. What's in the chat here? So I got this kind of RPG-ish board game horror Frankenstein setting, so cool. My father's work. Oh yeah. So, I played my father's work. That was a Renegade game. I don't have it anymore. It's a big one, but yeah, no, that was, I remember that game quite, if it's the same one I'm thinking of. So yeah, but, so Reap is one that, I'd like to play again. Like I said, it's not a big one. Like, it's not huge. The book is actually pretty small, so I don't think it's one that would take long to play. Mind you, I play Elden Ring, and I died rather quickly in that game. Unless you're playing the co-op version, which is how I played Elden Ring. Yep. Not gonna lie, use the mod. But anyway, so all of the explanations here, it goes through combat, setting up the grid. Like, it's pretty straightforward. Not gonna lie though, the cultists right now look a certain way that I'm not really vibing with on screen.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah, that's not good. I don't think that's what they meant, but in these times right now, not great. So I think they're meant to be cultists. Normally, cultists wear darker attire, but I think because the dark of the screen, they had to. We're not into schmozzies here, so let's just be clear. Anyway, so yeah, so that is it. And so if you're into that kind of like Souls-like vibe, this might be one to check out. Or Rune, which is the original system they were using, and they just kind of vibed it up for Reap. I'm going to scroll really fast to avert your gaze. There we go. So Reap, that's the last one. So that's it. And y'all stuck around. We appreciate you. So let me go back here. Now, yeah, oops is right.
Yeah.
But I met the person who did the RPG, and they were like lovely to talk to, and yeah, really good conversation, and they were helpful when I was trying to pick up some stuff. So, yeah, so this is a very small portion, like a drop in the bucket, because between Steph and I, we've got a lot. There's a lot, and Steph definitely gets through these faster. So if this is something you liked that we did talking about RPGs, let us know. We're happy to potentially run another one of these at some point when we acquire more, because we will. Or you just want to hear about ones we want to talk about. If you're cool, this was like, yeah, this is a good session, we don't need to hear any more about this from you, that's cool too. So yeah, anything else you want to add, Steph? Anything that's coming up or you want to talk about?
No, I'm so tired.
I know, I can see your face. You're like, I'm done.
I'm so excited. I'm so tired.
That's how it goes.
I'm
You're
sorry,
like,
guys.
all the excitement, and then it goes down. I don't know. I think I'm going to end my night with some Child Cat. Oh, that's so great. I'm so glad that you enjoyed yourself. So hopefully you got some takeaways from it. I mean, we definitely confirmed there's one you did get. which I love. And Eva Machine, I'm glad you came because I know we had a conversation about solo RPGs. Okay, good. Got a lot of good game suggestions. Okay, great. I'm glad to hear that people were getting some takeaways because I don't want to waste people's time. Do you know what I mean? If this is not of interest for people, we'll do other things. So and thank you. We appreciate you coming in. And like I said, Stefano will probably touch base and do another one of these at some point because I know there's a few others that I'm really excited about. So they're more kind of mystery type ones. So we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll get some played. So maybe we could even go into more detail because I've actually played them. So
Okay, I'm just gonna go buy some bundles now, and then we'll have lots to talk about.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go pick. Well, I already picked up the video game one, which I realized there were like at least 4 or 5 games that I already owned, but there were a lot. So, and then I'll grab this one, and then I'll check out the one that James put in there as well. I didn't have a chance. Okay, so that's it for us tonight with RPGs. Thank you so much, everybody. And again, I have a list on Blue Sky. It's a starter pack that's a listing of people or publishers that make solo RPGs. So please feel free to let me know if anybody needs to be added, or just take a look if you want to see what there is being offered. Tomorrow, if you're around, I'm doing a stream with 2 doctors, Dr. Atherton and Dr. Cross, on autism in board gaming. And I know them from an event that I do yearly with Asmodee that I do with Rodney Smith, and they were 2 doctors that I interviewed for an organization with Asmodee. So we can talk a little bit more about that and some of their research. And I'm also helping with some of the, they've asked me to contribute to some things that they're working on as well. So I thought this would be nice to have that conversation. And again, we're going to talk about board games, talk about some of their research, but we want to get questions from you as well. So the fun starts tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. So if you can't pop it, it's okay. I'll put it up on YouTube, and then it'll be on the VOD here so you can check it out. So let me know. And I think then we'll be back next on the Sunday with Brian and I doing like a chill finale to As Dusk Falls. Our story will come to an end. It's been a wild ride. and Chelcat, if you're still there, I'm hoping to schedule Guilty for us to finish up. It's just next week is tricky because I know it's like Valentine's Day and stuff. And anyway, I just don't want us to forget the story. So anyways, everyone have a wonderful weekend. And Steph looks like she's ready for bed, so we'll let her go to it. And we'll talk soon. Every week is tricky, but I have notes. Okay, so I didn't forget. It just might not be for the next couple of weeks because it's a little wild. So as long as you're still in it, Chelcat, I appreciate you. And hopefully I'll see you when we decide to stream it. All right, everyone, have a good night, and we'll talk soon. Steph, stick
Thanks,
around
everyone.
later, and we'll have a little chat. All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you.